Hi there. Welcome in, Aquarius. This is your What Do You Need to Know reading. I am recording it on March 26, 2026, but whenever you find it and it resonates, then it's your message, right? Let's take a look here for Aquarius. When I was tapping in, all I kept hearing is Pluto is in Aquarius for 20 years. Being a Capricorn who just had Aquarius or Pluto in its sign for 20 years, I understand, but I don't know what it's going to mean for you. Hey, Luna, what are you doing? So let's take a look here for Aquarius, please. Ooh, nice. All right, what do we got here? We have got Door to Personal Healing and Happiness and Envy came out together. Interesting. And then we've got Walking Away and Contract. Well, plain and simple, reading done. Reading done. You've been in a situation, work, marriage, something that has been less than fulfilling for sure. It has left you feeling and wondering if there's more out there. And now you're walking away from it. You're breaking a contract. Could be breaking a lease. But you know, it's like no apologies. It's like you don't even have to tell people that I'm doing it for my own happiness. But that's why you're doing it. You've recognized that you're not happy and moving on. Plain and simple. Okay, reading done. Yeah, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this situation has left you very confused when it shouldn't have been confusing. You've discovered that there's a lot more out there for you than what you were living in or experiencing or working in, whatever it is for you. So let's take a look here for Aquarius. My goodness, cards are jumping. 10 of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're done with something. I feel like you're done playing. Waiting on. You're taking things in matters into your own hands. Yep. We got the Hermit. We've got the King of Wands. Definitely taking what you've learned from the situation and moving forward. Ready to take some action on that. You've been planning an ending. You've been planning your exit for a while. 7 of Pentacles, yes. Could have been 7 years. 10 to 7 years. Closing out a cycle for sure. Wow. 7 of Swords. Sorry about the glare. 5 of Cups. And the Devil energy. Oof. My gosh. My gosh. Well, right off the bat, I need to clarify the Devil, because that's where you're moving to and moving forward. You could be moving toward a Capricorn, but I'm not feeling that. Just saying that because that's what the cards are showing me. Justice. Whew, thank God. Holy shit. I need more because clarifying a major arcana with a major arcana. Yes, 10 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. You know what? There's you've yet to that you have yet to release something, but you are in the process of, and the universe is certainly helping you conspire in this manner. I feel very strongly that you're in the process of you're planning something. You're planning an exit. Wow. And you know you've got eyes on you. You know you've got to be very careful. Um, wow. Got three of the tens. The 110 missing is the 10 of cups. Wow. Yeah, 7 of Swords. What is this about, Spirit? Yeah, moving away from that. Yeah, I feel like you're taking. For some of you, you're taking any incriminating evidence. I want to almost say that the situation that you have been in, work, marriage, family, whatever it's been, it's like you know a lot. And then what you know, you could easily play that card that where you could use what you know in your favor, but it's detrimental for others. Where you've been at, you know, is not where you need to be anymore. It's like you don't like being in that position, and you don't like being. I feel like you're being used as a scapegoat. This is a very interesting storyline that's coming through, but I feel like you're being used as a scapegoat, and it's like, no, you're done with that. You're leaving. You've been planning for a really long time, getting your ducks in a row, no longer willing, maybe even no longer able financially to carry other people or to carry the burden that has been placed upon you or the responsibilities that have been placed upon you. That's like, this is not in my job description kind of thing. um, Whatever that job was, wife, husband, coworker, whatever it is. uh, there's a lot going on in that situation that actually has absolutely nothing to do with you. And it's like, I feel like I need to, now is the time where, um, you were smart, Aquarius, to start getting your ducks in a row. Maybe you stashed away some money here and there so you could have money to move out of your situation. A military helicopter. Almost felt like it's going to land in my backyard. It's not, though. um, it could. It's big enough, but anyway. Yeah, you're moving. You might even be getting on a plane and jetting out of town, uh, because when you leave, shit's gonna hit the fan. Shit is going to hit the fan. But you have come to the space of where I've got to do this for me. I've got to stand up for myself. I've got to fight for myself. I feel like for some of you, this could have been a marriage where your money was their money and their money was their money, and you've had to sock away some of your own savings, like I said. This is whatever the situation is. It's a situation that took your power because it was working from its own inflated power. And um, the the purpose of its power was to make you feel like you were powerless, but you are not. It was made to make you never question what else is out there. This, again, could be a boss, could be a spouse, could be a family situation, siblings, parent, doesn't matter. I mean, either way, it sucked. Um, and you knew it for a very long time, and you made the decision many years ago, like I said, 7 to 10 years ago, to get out, but you had to do it very meticulously. It's like you couldn't let it be known. It's like, whoever you're dealing with, you know them pretty well, and you know that if you let it be known that this is what you were planning, it would have backfired on you. It doesn't backfire on you. You've done some good strategy here. You've chosen yourself, and you've chosen to walk away for the preservation of your well-being. We've got justice twice. I just realized you've got the contract card and justice on the table. So you could be breaking two contracts. Maybe you're breaking a marriage contract, but you're also breaking like a lease. Or just for an example, doesn't have to be two contracts, but definitely feels like a third dimension contract. But let's be honest, energetically, spiritually, soul wise, there's a soul contract that it's done and it's over with, and you're getting out of that. There's no going back to it. I do want to say that. So good. In case you were wondering if this is going to come back and bite you, it doesn't feel like it's going to. Spirit is definitely assuring you onto a higher path here. I feel like once you're out of the environment of the situation, you begin to see some hidden truths, the lies start coming out. Like, oh, now, gosh, I should have seen that, but don't go down that rabbit hole, because you were only shown, and you were only catching on to things that you were meant to catch on to at that time. But you eventually did. You've cottoned on to some deception or some mishandling of your emotions and of your intelligence. Woo! I like that. Well, I don't like that it happened, but I like that you're aware of it. And that's what's gotten you getting your ducks in a row for the last how many years it's been. Wow. I was not expecting that reading. I love this reading though so much. Yeah. I do want to say that the people in your environment, this is their energy. They could be dabbling a little bit in black magic. Doesn't have to be, but I just got to say that. I'm feeling it a little bit. Yeah, it's like they manipulated your thoughts to make you believe that you were powerless, and to make you believe that you couldn't have anything that was out there. That everything that was right here was everything you needed, when it wasn't. Wow. Moving forward, so you've planted some seeds, you've made some good investments for yourself. You're investing in yourself. Where does the Knight of Pentacles move to? King of Swords. You're very clear, very discerning, taking no prisoners. You're just cutting cords and running. Not running, you're moving away. You are solidly walking away because you're choosing yourself. There's nothing for you to run from. There's nothing for you to run from. You've made this decision very calmly. Yeah. You're going to be fine. This opens up channels for you. It very abundant. Yeah, moving forward, definitely so much better for you. I don't know what you've been in, man, but I can tell it's not nice. It has not been nice for a long time. It's taken a lot for you to rebuild yourself, especially after you probably, once you realized what was going on and your eyes were open, it's like you may have had a moment of weakness where you kind of beat yourself up and like, why, what, if only I'd seen this sooner, I could have saved myself some time and energy and angst. But what you had, whatever your soul contract was in that situation, you had to fulfill it, and you did. And that's when you realized what was going on was not above board, or it wasn't for your highest well-being. And even though it may have taken years for you to get to this point to get out, those were necessary years where you were rebuilding yourself internally, building your strength. And yeah, you're very solid. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. You have three kings on the table here. You could have some very strong masculine role models in your life that are helping you move forward, or at the very least, those who have given you, you've witnessed how they handled their lives and themselves, and they've given you inspiration to move forward to do it for yourself. And that could be male or female, but very strong masculine energy, on the table. King Swords, Pentacles, Wands, the Hermit, the masculine energy here. The Devil is showing as masculine energy, even though Capricorn is a feminine. Pentacles was feminine, so take that. We do have feminine, but mostly we've got masculine energy. So this feels like very it could be like just the system that you were in, the system that you agreed to experience here. But definitely moving forward into something more lucrative for you. Yeah, nine of cups, 4 of cups in reverse. Just like move, yeah. Just I feel like this is just like pouring out those cups and moving forward, and it's like you're recycling those cups. You can use them to fill them up with something better. Anything else for Aquarius that they may need to know right now as they move out of the situation? Well done, you guys. I can appreciate this. When I was married, when I realized that this was like back in the 90s, when I realized that it wasn't aligned with my path anymore. I started recognizing the lessons that came and everything. I remember going to my daughter and whispering to her, do whatever you can. We're going to pack slowly. And it took 5 months. Was it 5? So it was September to April. 4, 5, 6, no, 8 months for us to get out. But I had to do it my partner was very abusive and addicted to drugs and everything, so it was not conducive for us to stay there. It wasn't conducive for me to be there in the first place, but I understand why that soul contract came into my life. But once you definitely realize why this soul contract came into your life. Don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, moving forward for you. Oh, look at that. 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. There's something beautiful. It's like now you attract your tribe. You attract the people that you're meant to build something with. You weren't building anything with it, but from it, the lessons you've learned, the wisdom you've gained from it, will be building. You'll now be building your legacy from that. Moving forward, could have maybe a marriage coming in. You do have lots of men on the board here, a lot of male energies, a lot of kings here. The cup that the one that's missing is the King of Cups. I do want to take a look to see where he may be. Is he important here? I feel like right now the reason why the King of Cups is missing, because I've got this coming through, is you've had to move through this without your emotions on your sleeve. It's like you couldn't show your emotions during this planning process because then somebody would have gotten smart to what you were doing. Yes, look at that. Absolutely. You had to keep it secret. You had to keep it hidden. You just had to omit your true feelings. You couldn't. There's the Sun and the Knight of Cups. For some of you, maybe there is somebody new coming in that maybe you're even moving towards somebody that has helped you maybe feel like a woman, made you feel special again, and thankfully so, because it made you realize that you weren't cut out for this situation anymore. I don't even have a final guidance card, Spirit says, so I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Congratulations. It's time. And you're being supported. I don't have a great deal of, actually I don't. I got 3 major arcanas, not a lot of major arcanas, 4 major arcanas. So not a lot of major arcanas on the table. I do want to repeat, this is not going to come back to bite you. It's like when you close the chapter's closed for good. Okay? Well done, you. I love you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.